Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining me once again. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to my loyal subscribers who's been subscribing, actually stay subscribed. Thank you guys for the feedback. Thank you guys so much for continuing to watch my videos. Even though you don't subscribe, at least like my videos or give me feedback on what you think, or if you can relate to my stories or whatever I'm sharing, or if there's anything that you'd like to share. But yeah, other than that, let's get right into it. So yeah guys, thank you guys for staying tuned. Well, today's topic is about bullying. Oh my word, I think this is one of the topics that really touch me as an individual, because I've went through a lot of bullying, and it's not, I can't say that I despise the people that had put me through that, but at the same time it kind of contributed to certain aspects of my life and how I make decisions and how I see things. I can't say really it has affected my personality. I've always been this quiet, a sweet person. So yeah, it hasn't really affected me that much, but when certain things happen, especially to my son, I don't take things lying down. I don't let it slide. Like I don't, because I feel like I tolerate it a lot, and I wouldn't want that to happen with my son. And that's my daily reminder to him, that he should not keep quiet about bullying. He should not let anyone bully him. No one has the right to bully. No one has the right to control him at school, because girl, I be paying school fees. I'm the one that's supposed to be controlling him, no one else. I'm joking, but I never actually, it's my daily talk with him. It's my daily talk that, listen, when you're at school, you're your own individual. I pay for school fees for you, not for anyone else, for you. So yeah, I think I had two events where I was bullied, like hectically bullied. I was still the same person that I was when I was young, very quiet, loving, always laughing, reserved, and I think a lot of people took advantage of that. A lot of people saw the need to control me or push me around, or treat me the way they want to, because they knew I wouldn't tell on them, or I wouldn't, react to their bullying, so it thinking about it is just, it's draining. Honestly, it's draining. But let me share. So this happened in primary school. I was in a transport, when we were in the transport that I used to travel with, we used to have a spot whereby different transports from different areas used to swap children. Like, they had a station, so the children from Evertoni, the children from Zbukeng, the children from certain parts, they'd come to the station, and then the children that are going to maybe Auckland Park, the children that are going to Milton, the children that are going to Drie Riviere, the children that are going to certain parts, they would go on one transport like that. And then afternoon, it's the same thing, the children are going to Zbukeng from Milton, and Auckland Park go into one transport like that, Yeah, so it was like that. So there used to be this girl. She was my senior in high school. She was in senior phase, obviously. She was in grade 7, and she was a big girl. And I used to be fat when I was young, but it wasn't that kind of a fat. But yeah, memories. But yeah, there came a time where it was afternoon, right? And this girl had, obviously by the station that we go to, she was changing transports, and I stayed in the one that used to fetch me from home and take me to school, because it used the same route. Actually, I lived close to where the transport area is, where I used to go to with Ntatin Taman. Used to live close to where I lived, so I was the last one to get off. So I remembered it was after school, and we were in the transport and she had left, I think it was like ribbons, it was these little ribbons with the bows and you know the hair ties and stuff. And I don't know, I think she had brought it to school to show her friends. I mean, like, we were in primary, obviously you were bragging about every little thing that they had bought you, right? Fine. So we came into the transport, it was afternoon, I was obviously the last one in there, and she had dropped these ribbons, right, like on the floor. So obviously when there's something that's left behind, I usually take it and then I give it back in the morning, because I don't know who's going to be in the transport, because it was weekend, and usually weekend that Ntamani uses these transport for church people. So I was just like, no, let me take it, I'll give it to her on Monday. And then come Monday, she comes into the transport and she's like, guys, I lost my ribbons, blah blah blah. Because I'm the honest person that I am, I'm like, no, I took them. I think they're somewhere in my bag. So here I am, I'm searching for my bag, I'm searching in my bag, and my ribbons aren't there. Actually, not my ribbons, her ribbons are not there. And the start of trauma. I'm like to her, I don't know what happened to your ribbons. I promise you, my mom usually on Sundays, she repacks my bag. She takes out everything and then she repacks my bag. She used to put my lunchbox in there. So obviously when she sees shreds of papers or anything, she'd take it out, you know. And I obviously had forgotten her. Oh, kunje. So my mom used to sell toys, right? My mom used to sell these, I think it was mind building block toys, I think, but they were super cool and they were so expensive. I remember them so well. So obviously when she sees something she doesn't know, or something that she doesn't see useful to me, or I don't know, but those ribbons were new, so I don't know what was happening. And then I was like to this girl, I'll ask my mom and I'll give them to you tomorrow, because tomorrow is Tuesday obviously. And so I told her that no, I'll give them to you tomorrow, I promise. I'll ask my mother. So when I get home, obviously me being the kid, I play when I get home, homework, bath, sleep. I forgot. Next day she asked me, girl, did you bring the ribbons? And I'm like, oops. And so she's like, oh, okay, no, it's fine, please don't forget them, you know. But you could see she's starting to get like irritated. Yeah. One day became 1 week, 1 week became 1 month, 1 month became 2 months. And remember, she didn't remind me every day. There were certain times she would not come to school, sometimes she would forget, sometimes, you know, I'd just be crossing my fingers that she doesn't remember, because I need to get home safe, you know. So she's like to me, there's a time she's like to me, I'm starting to irritate her, and she's gonna call her uncle to come and beat me up, because those ribbons are new and they were a gift from her sister, and her sister wants those ribbons because they're new. And I'm like, but I'm not doing it on purpose, like I can't find the ribbons. And I asked my mom and she said she'll get new ones, you know. And I was lying. And then she's like, you better get them because you're gonna be in trouble if you don't. So I was the reserved one in the transport, you know. And they found it easy to pick on me, they found it easy to say things to me, mean things to me. And it at that moment I was just, you know, laugh along so that you can get home and not become Vegeta in the transport, because I had a serious temper. But because I am sweet, I don't allow people to see that side of me. So yeah. Hey. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, now this girl's getting furious. And she kind of like had grouped up with these boys. One of them is very well known. I'd not share his name because I feel like he was still young then, so I'd rather not really say who his name is. There were 2 of them. So this other one, obviously he was a bit sweet, you know, he wouldn't do anything, but he still had that anger towards me. For what, I don't know, maybe he used ribbons. This other one started retaliating, like, why don't you hit her? Maybe she'll bring back your stuff. Maybe she'll listen to you, because clearly you've been asking her so nicely and her mom is not doing anything about her. You might as well just slap her. I will help you do that. And I'm like, yo, now I'm being scared, because if it was a girl then it's something else, but it's a boy, and this boy is also older than me, you know. And then I was starting to look the other way, you know. I'm not listening to them, just trying to protect myself. This guy comes up to me and he pushes me, and then he's like, where are her ribbons, you know? Why aren't you saying anything to her? Why are you showing attitude? And I'm like, I'm not showing attitude. My mom did tell you what she's gonna do, and I don't have money, so how am I going to buy those ribbons and stuff? Yeah. Guy and like, he gave me 2 slaps of my life. And you know that D sound in your ear? Story of my life. Story of my life. So I was crying, guys. I was crying because a slap from a boy. GBV while I was young. So he slapped me, and I never told my mom. I never told my mom what happened. Till today, she still doesn't know what happened. I kinda, you know, kept it to myself, and because he had slapped me, I made sure that she never got them back. I never even reminded my mom. I was like, if this ever happens again, I am going to report them at school. So I was a bit lucky that she had went out of the school that year. It was a tough year for me. It was a self-evaluation year for me. A tough one. A tough one at that. Yeah. So so it was, I think that's one of the bullying that I had experienced in primary. Those guys, they hated me even when she was out of the transport, because she was in grade 7, she was done with her year, and you know, I still see them, but you know, it's old things, man. You know, when children start doing rebellious things, it's probably home situations, you know. But it did really affect me, because I still remember every detail to this day. I still remember that slap till this day, because it did affect me. I mean, like, I pushed it under the carpet, but it's still haunting me. It's still something that when I see it happening to someone else, I can be like, yo, I know how that person feels, or I know how it feels to be in that position. And it's not one of the best things to ever happen, I'm telling you. So how this affected my mental health is a lot of things that happened in my childhood, I had really just absorbed and left it there. I didn't talk about it. I'm not the talkative person, and I don't share things in case someone gets in trouble by me sharing, you know. So I've always been that person. I've been quiet and listening, and you know, if things were happening to me, I'd be like, probably it's my fault, otherwise it wouldn't have happened. It was always my fault. For me to feel better and go like, you'll do better, because it happened because you allowed it, or 1 2 3 4. And this similar situation happened with the relatives, you know. I was bullied by relatives. They used to talk bad about me. They don't know that I know, because I heard. And they used to spit on my hair. They used to sideline me when it came to certain things. So also that I never told my mom. I never discussed it with my mom or with anyone. I kept it to myself. And yeah, I could say I don't hold a grudge. I mean, like, I don't know, probably I was born in 1859, because I always told myself that people don't know what they're doing, and some of the things that they're doing, it's probably because of their parents, or what they heard their parents say, or whatever. So I never really took it to heart. I never really allowed myself to hate or despise them. I never allowed it to take control over my mindset. And I'm that type of a person. Even if you do me bad, I will show up for you. It's not because I'm trying to win you over, but it's because I'm doing it for myself. You know, I am literally that type of a person. I will give even when I don't get back, and it fulfills me. Honestly, it fulfills me. It helps me mentally, and I will run for you. But when I'm gone. But I will run, and I don't really curse bad upon others who do me bad. I don't. I just ask for healing, you know, because I was expecting. That's why sometimes when I give, I don't expect something back, and when I do, I don't expect for someone to do the same that I've done for them. You know, it's how I am. It's how I grew up. It's how my dad was, and he was a bit strict, but he loved and he cared, and that's where I took everything from. I mean, like, I don't like being angry, you know, and certain things that I've kept to myself, or me sitting alone, it's kind of like, but you are so strong sometimes, you know, even though they affect you mentally. It's things that you were never open about, or things that you were never wanted to be open about. But I mean, like, now you've got the freedom to do anything that you want. You know, if you don't want people in your life, you can take them out. If you don't want certain things to happen in your life, you can remove them, you know. So yeah, it has always been like that. And mentally, I feel like there's a lot of unpacking to do. There's a lot of things I can share. I deal with things the way I deal with them, and they help me. The way I deal with things it's the way I cope mentally, you know. And I don't hold grudges. Number one. I'm joking. I don't hold grudges. I really care, and I really love people, and even though I don't get it back, but it's what it is. It's what it is, guys. It's life, you know. You grow up and you learn. If a boy don't want you, it's okay, you know. You move, you heal, you move, because you gotta keep moving. The world waits for no one. And I mean, like, you can't curse someone who doesn't want you. You just wish them well, and you move because they've moved. So I think it's so bullying has never been my main strong point, because I didn't like talking about this, but I found it easy to talk about it because it kind of relieved a lot of things. And even when I see those people, as I said, I'm gradual. I'm okay. Let them enjoy their fame. Let them enjoy their life, their lavishes. So wrapping it up, one of the most important aspects in life is you learn, and you grow from your experiences, and never let childhood traumas be childhood traumas. You bring them back, you heal them, you deal with them, and you move. And I think that's one of the most important things, because some of your attitudes, your attributes, everything that has to do with you contributes to the kind of person you are today. You know, it contributes a lot. Honestly speaking, if you don't remove all the clutter, that clutter will start making a mold, and it will start damaging you emotionally and psychologically. So a lot of things we tend to just push them aside, and we allow ourselves to just deal with whatever comes, but we never deal with what has in order for us to move forward. So yeah, I never let my son get bullied. There was a time he was bullied at school. I made a very, very fast U-turn back to school, and I consulted the teacher. The teacher called the parent. The parent spoke to the child, and the parent and the child apologized. I make sure my child does not feel any type of way, because it will affect him academically, it will affect him emotionally, and it will affect him psychologically. So yes, and I don't want him to have that kind of a childhood, not at home but at school, outside of home, remember it in a negative way. I want him to have the best experiences and I want him to grow and learn. And I always tell him that if something happens, you talk, and I will see you, because I'm your mother. I'm your mother, and I will see what's. I will definitely pick something up, you know, because I know my child. You know, he's very bubbly, he's very talkative. So if something is wrong, I will see it immediately. That, you know. So yeah, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if it's an enjoyment video, but I hope you were able to listen to this. As I said, this is, for me, it's a dear diary. It's what I'm sharing, my experiences and the things that I experienced, the things I've experienced, and the traumatic experiences that I've been through. I have a lot to share with you guys, like a lot to share with you guys. But I'm happy you guys have stayed subscribed. I'm happy that you guys are still here to watch my videos. Yeah, I hope you have a fruitful week. I just hope you look after yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally. Trust me, there is no you if you're not present, if you're not fulfilled, if you're not happy. There is no you. You are not present, you are not here, we're not getting the best of you. So we deal with it one step at a time. We deal with everything accordingly. We allow ourselves to get help, to talk, to share, and to never bottle things up, because that's where everything starts. And you know, you can't judge someone when they start having suicidal thoughts or depression or all these things. Some things are uncontrollable, but the thing that is controllable is your mindset and how you deal with things, and not bottling things up, you know. But once again, thank you guys for joining me on this rainy day. It's a beautiful day. It's a relaxing one. I have so much work to do, but anyway, I just wanted to share something with you, which is this. And it's one of the things that I've always been saying that I will do a video on, but I just didn't know how to go about it. But anyway, it's just me sharing. It's just me telling you about what I've been through or what I've experienced, and I hope you guys can, you know, listen to my story. Thank you guys once again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying subscribed. Thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing with your neighbors, your cousins, your friends. I mean, like, I see you. Thank you guys.